Welcome to What's Your Story, where we, Jamie Marco,
and Stan Brown,
delve into the extraordinary lives of everyday people.
Listen in as we uncover the unique tales that shape who we are,
one story at a time.
Hey, let's get ready to explore today's story.
Let's do it. Hello, Dodd.
Can I say good morning? Because they don't know if it's morning, afternoon, or evening.
Well, then maybe you should say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
Good night.
I think you've done that once before.
This napping is a part of my schedule.
Is it? Did you nap today?
Oh, no.
Not right now. Look at you all coordinated with your hat and your shirt today. If you're watching us on YouTube, you can see my dad's coordinated with his hat and a shirt. And so your hat is like the evolution thing. Let me
Yes.
see what it. Oh, okay, listener. If you're only listening, you can't see this, but it's the evolution of from ape all the way to man and then ends in a pickleball player.
Kind of my personal journey.
Is it?
And this is actually the benefit of getting dressed in the dark.
Oh, you don't remember what you put on today?
It's very random. It works half the time works out. The other half it doesn't work out. Do not try this at home.
I do like the days when we are podcasting and I'm working from home because I just put on my hat as well too. Like I love wearing a hat. I would wear a hat when I was working all day long. I feel so comfortable wearing hats.
Well, it covers, the hat hair, the bed hair, the no hair. It covers everything.
Yeah, but I mean, like it's just comfortable. I feel
What's strange is as you get older, my category, people have no hair, but they put a hat on. When you see them in public with no hat, oh, nice to meet you. Who are you?
Oh, funny you should say that though.
It's
Okay.
very random.
Totally random. So I was just at a conference and my friend was there and her husband was there. Now I've never met her husband before, but we're friends on Facebook and on social media. And
Oh, so you've seen him
I've
before.
seen pictures of him. Yes. So I was coming out of my hotel room and the hotel was kind of convoluted of how you could get to the elevators. And I was so tired. It was a long flight.
Maybe you were convoluted.
I don't even know. I was like just so out of it. It was a long flight. I didn't know what I was doing, where I was going. And so
We call that Tuesday. Yes.
today, is today Tuesday? Oh, no, today's Monday. But
Okay.
today's Tuesday for you guys. I don't even know what day you're watching it. Anyway, and so I walked out and there was a guy there and I said, where's the elevator again? He said, oh, it's over here. And he started walking with me to the elevator. And then I go,
Do I know you?
are you so and so? And I said his name. He goes, I am. And he was like, how do I know you? I said, oh, I'm sorry. He goes, oh, I know who you are. And it was just funny that we had felt like we knew each
Wait,
other.
hold on. Were you wearing a hat or he was wearing a hat? Why didn't you recognize each other?
I was wearing a hat because we've never really met in person. So we've never met in person. So the fact that we never met in person was just that, it was interesting because I just knew him because I'd seen his pictures on Facebook and stuff like that.
Good story, I
So
think.
yeah, I think it's a good story.
Okay.
So the other thing I was thinking is that like we all talk about our funk and how everybody has funk and we're trying to like navigate that, whether there's like worldly funk or individual funk. You've had some funk lately.
We call it sciatica.
Right. How's it going with that?
It's the funk is a little less funk than it was less funk than it was last week. I like to be unfunked. I'm
Yes.
working towards that particular goal.
Well, and you tried some
A
acupuncture.
little acupuncture, PT, muscle relaxants, tequila, a little more tequila. It's the exercise. It works its way out after a while.
Okay, well, listener, if you are experienced with sciatica and you found a good remedy, let us know because I don't like seeing my dad in pain.
This is actually SI, which is sacroiliac side. It's I'm becoming a pain in my own behind.
Yes, yes, yes. Should we let our guest in?
Only appropriate,
All
only
right.
nice, yes.
Talking about the power of connection, I met this guest while I was doing a segment on WFLA Channel 8 Bloom with Gail Gallardo. He was there and I was like, I need to know you. So let's let him in because I think you are going to love him. What an incredible story and just a cool, super human. So I'm excited for him to come in and for you to meet him and see more about him as well too.
Good
Oh!
morning. Good afternoon, good night.
I was going to preface it that I wasn't sure what you'd be wearing. And I know that sounds weird, listener. We're recording now, so we are live in. But like when we met, you had this like super bright, colorful shirt on. But today you're all business. You are in your jacket. You are Dr. Dituri today.
I'm at my office and it's freezing.
Oh.
It's cold
Well,
for
put
me.
some pants on, Doc. Gee, come on.
Okay.
Well,
How are
and
you
yeah,
guys?
so it is cold. It's cold. Like so listener, we're in Florida. You're just in Tampa, a little bit north of us, but it's cold today. And I
Yeah.
hate saying that, seeing as though we have people that are like under snow this time of year, but it's
Right, right,
it's
right. It's
hot.
not that cold, but for
Right.
goodness sake, it's not warm for sure.
Compared
Yeah.
to yesterday, it dropped the whole week.
I
Absolutely.
know. Yeah, it's amazing how it's just yeah, the whole week's gonna be cold.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Are you
Is
maybe?
it really?
I do a
That,
day at a time.
that's horrible. Oh,
I saw
uh,
some of your bio, and this is maybe why you spend so much time underwater.
there you go.
But actually, I want to get into that, but I'm just curious before I forget this question. You did live underwater. We'll talk about that. I'm in my house right now and it's cold outside. So my windows are obviously not very insulated well because I'm feeling the cold inside. When you're underwater, we'll get to it in a minute, but I just quickly, do you feel the temperature as much as you would feel it like in living in a house?
Yeah, it's exactly the same temperature as the water, only it's 100% humidity.
Mm.
We are
Oh.
talking 100 days of bad hair days for me. And I freaking, like you and I have like the same hair. No, I know. It's like, oh my God, my bling, bling.
All right, well, we're gonna get into that because that is such a cool story and I want to talk about it. But we start all of our episodes, and we are recording now, so this is live. We don't edit, so whatever you say, it's
Oh
you're
God,
representing. Yeah.
It's in the ether for a long time.
damn it.
So we like to start our conversations off by asking the same question of all of our guests, and that question is, what is your number today? So, or like actually right now, what is your number right now on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being it's the best day you've ever had. You don't have a worry in the world. Like there's nothing bothering you, which are really rare. Those are like superhumans, four-leaf clovers, because if you've turned on the news or you just live in life or your dad as well too. So you always have something worrying you. But anyway, or all the way down to a 1, which is you should not have gotten out of bed and you should not be peopling. What is your number today?
Hold on. I'm gonna guess.
Okay, what's
I
your
get
number
I get a
today?
half a point either way. Yes.
11?
Every day. And here's the
Wow.
mindset, and here's why. And trust me, I falter on this because I'm an imperfect human.
But just so
But
you know, 11 is my lucky number, and
is
my
it
life is surrounded by 11s.
That
But go
wasn't on
ahead.
the
I know,
scale.
but I was like, woo, go ahead. I know, right? All right, go ahead. Tell us why an 11. Like, because that's a random.
so every single day I get up and I thank him. I hit my knees and I thank him. And I say, look, tell me what it is that you want me to do because I'm living through you. I'm living for you. I'm doing your work. So thy will be done. I will do whatever you need me to do. And he's like, I'm going to throw an old lady whose knuckles are like this in the car in front of you and you're going to be late. I'm going to be like, thank you, thank you, thank you. Right? It's a mindset. If you don't change that, because we're here and we're on this journey. So you got right here, you got right now, you got this second. That's what you got. Everything. This is behind you. This is in front of you. This is now. The little old lady whose knuckles, and I'm being very literal this morning.
Well, there's more than one typically.
No, I mean, as I'm driving here this morning, and I'm like, I'm not supposed to be at work early. It's okay. Whatever that means, I don't know, right? So yeah,
I
it's
love that.
when you are living for something else, it every day is just as you command, right?
So the,
So I
Really
the
cool
question that the question that
mindset.
begs, in what part of your career did you have this epiphany? You didn't always have this feeling.
no, no way. When I say so, I was a military guy for 28 years, right? I
Yeah.
probably get into that, but like, so this is my stack and
Oh,
rack from 28 years of active duty Navy service. And when I retired out of SOCOM, that's the paddle they gave me to go bye bye, in case
Did
you're
they
up the
hit the
creek.
did they hit you on the paddle as you walked out the door?
No, it's literally it's a boat paddle. It's a small boat paddle, and it's
Cool.
specifically in case you're ever caught up a creek, you'll always have a paddle.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, so
No,
go
we
ahead.
got a paddle. I got a paddle. I got lots of paddle. But the point is that 28 years of Navy service, I was wound like this tight. And I mean, I was not a very nice guy to be around growing up, but 28 years being in the Navy,
Sure.
I
Yeah.
say jump, you say how high, everybody moves at the speed that I'm moving. If you don't like that, too bad, I'm in charge, right? Like that was the way that it was.
Yeah.
And then I joined academia. I got out, I got a PhD in biomedical engineering, and everybody's like, You do what? Yeah, no, we're not moving at your speed, and you're gonna have to get over that. So you start this like understanding of all that. And then honestly, recently, I mean, I'm 58 years old. The older I get, the more I'm like, everything in my life, I look back and I can see everything from this to this to this to this, all lined up so that I can be doing this, so that I can be in an interview with you right this second. Right? That
I
my
love
life is
that.
led to this moment. And once you start getting that epiphany, once you start realizing this as you're older, you go, holy mackerel. Yeah, I got a lot of apologies that I got to send out to people yeah, it wasn't you, it was me.
Yeah.
My
What
bad.
that's like a, I mean, that's a really insightful way to look at life. Like that's incredible to think that way.
And just so you know, and I don't want your listeners to think like I falter every day. Every day I falter on that. And I like, but that's my base premise. And then I falter and then I come back and I go, oh, yeah, oh, that's right. Everything's going to work out. Oh, that's right. He's got a plan. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be late. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to have to, termite infestation in the house. How is that? Right? Like the
Yeah.
entire floor in the downstairs needs to be redone. 22 grand is the quote right now.
Ah,
I'm
That's
like,
cheap. That's cheap.
right? I'm like, I, it's a lesson. I don't know what the lesson is, but it's a lesson.
yeah.
It's a good
Oh my
thing.
gosh. But
Right?
what a nicer way to look at things than be like, woe is me. This is happening to me. I have a friend who says it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. And when you can switch that, like it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. And she's
Yeah.
had double time cancer patient, double time cancer survivor. And
Yeah.
just like when she said, when she switched that mindset, everything changed. And it sounds like that's where you're at, is that it's not happening to you, it's happening for you.
Yeah. And it truly is. And like all of this stuff is on a guided path. You guys ever ride the ride at Disneyland called Mr. Toad's Wild Ride?
Yes, of course.
Right? But
Yeah.
if you remember back in the day, there's a curb in the middle, there's a paved road, and there's a curb in the middle. So
Yeah.
you can affect a little bit of change by turning the steering wheel left and
Yeah.
rubbing against this side or turning steering.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you're going where the path takes you.
Yeah.
So fight the wheel or not, you're going where the ride is going. So
I
stop
love that.
freaking fighting.
I love
And do
that.
not lick Mr. Toad.
Well,
Yeah.
so I am detecting a northeastern accent from you. Is that
New York.
accurate? New York. Okay, so is that where you were born in New York?
I was actually born in New York, yeah, and then we moved to Italy right away, pretty much right away, and then we spent 3 years over in Italy. My dad was working for Olivetti, and then we came back to New York. So grew up in New York. Yeah, I'm a Long Island boy.
Long Island, got it. So what was it about growing up? Like, was your dad also in the Navy? Or
Oh no,
so
no,
what
my
was
dad.
it? Sorry, go ahead.
No, my dad was a an army guy just after Vietnam War, right? So he was just after the Vietnam War. He was in the army, and then got out and started making a living, and things were going, reasonably well. And but me going into the Navy had here's the little known secret. And
Ooh, well, it's not going to be a
Hold
secret.
on.
We've got lots of
Lean
listeners,
in,
but
lean
we're going to
in.
lean in.
Lean
Go.
if my mother, I applied for the Marine Corps, so I went to go into the Marine Corps, and my mother said, "No," and just like that, like she literally laughed in my face and said, "No,
Why
figure
is
something out."
that? Well, but
Because she
why?
didn't want me to die, right? Like she didn't want
You're
me to
the tip
just
of the
go
spear.
Oh,
right?
God. So like they're
Yeah, the
first.
Marines are
Yeah.
just like tip of the spear stuff. So I went to the Navy recruiter, and the Navy, boy, they were like, "Hey, you're kind of smarticle," and I'm like, "Well,
Is
I
that a term?
don't."
Because I'm totally stealing that.
Yeah, yeah. No, but I mean, they recognized that I did well on one test,
Yeah.
so I guessed properly on one test. So they said, "Hey, we'll give you some educational opportunities." So I came back to my mom with that, and she said, "Better go back again and ask them for more." I was like, so I go back and like I'm the middleman. I'm like the guy trying to buy the
You
car.
should have brought her with you.
But with your dad being in the army, you didn't want to go into the army?
I honest to goodness, the Army was never even like in the thought process. It was either
Really?
the Navy or the Marine Corps. That was it. The
Yeah.
Air Force, I just I'm an Air Force guy. I don't want to fly. I'm not a pilot. I'm not that guy. But, I was like, okay, either I'm going to be a Marine, which is like charge the hill and blow things up, or I'm going to go be in the Navy and do something cool. What's that going to be? So I thought for a moment and I was like, all right, let's get an education out of this.
Sure.
So I worked towards the career that I worked and then, got education and then, oh boy, forget it. Now it's, now the gloves are off,
That's, I mean, 28 years you said of active
27
duty?
years, 8 months, 19 days. Not that I was
That's a
counting.
long life for a man. Jeez.
Wow. I mean, that in itself could be its own story, right? Just, I'm sure just the,
Oh, oh, the things I could tell you. Oh, yeah, yeah. So I, I wrote this book called Secrets in Depth. And this book is an actual factional book. It's totally made up, never actually happened, but the names
right.
are changed to protect the guilty.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a lot of real good stories in the.
Listen,
In the
I have a planet. We're going to call this episode one, season one of your story. Okay? Does that
I
work?
know. I mean, we only
I
have
love
like
this.
50 minutes to talk to you. This
And
is like
I'm
amazing.
going to call it Stranger Things.
Nope,
Oh
already
yeah.
taken. Already taken. Already taken. So did you always, I mean, like in Long Island, you're close to the water, I suppose, but like did you have a love of the ocean and a love of the water growing
Oh
up
yeah.
or you did?
So I could tell my time in my life by the kind of boat that my old man had, right?
Wow.
Like we used to rent a 13-foot skiff and we'd go out on the bay and he'd motor us around and we'd go clamming and go fishing. And that was our Saturdays or Sundays, right? You wanted to hang out with the old man, he was on the boat because that was what he did on the weekend. And then we had, a couple of smaller boats, and then he got a bigger, bigger, bigger boat. And then, like that's actually the story of how I became a diver. So my old man, he's got a big boat, too big to pull out of the water, and he's got some kind of a problem with the zinc tab underneath the shaft. And he goes, "Hey, do me a favor, take this mask, hold your breath, go underneath the boat, and try and take the zinc tab off." And I'm like, "Okay." 9 years old, right? I'm like,
You have siblings or this is your knowledge or
"Oh yeah, no, I have two older brothers, but
oh, so you're the youngest. Okay, yeah,
they
okay.
either weren't there. I don't remember why. We're
Okay.
talking nine.
Okay.
Yeah, we're talking 50 years ago, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Almost
yeah, yeah,
50 years
yeah.
ago. Yeah. So I try and do it. I hold my breath. I can't hold my breath, Dad. I try again. I can't hold my breath long enough. So he goes, "Hold on, stay right there." Now I'm standing in a canal in New York, right? Like literally in the canal. I'm standing on the bottom of the muck, right? He brings out my Uncle John's double hose regulated scuba setup, and we're talking mid 70s,
Sure.
Yeah.
right? So we're talking a long time.
Really good regulated equipment, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
So he puts it
Checking those
on.
tanks every day.
I put the regulator in my mouth. I put it on, the mask on my face, and I don't have fins. There is no buoyancy compensator, right?
Oh
And
my
and
God.
and I go underwater, and as I go, he goes, "Wait, wait, 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 wait! Don't hold your breath." And I'm like, "What?" That was the entirety of my scuba lesson. That's it. That's all I got.
Wow.
Don't hold your breath. So I go underwater, and I'm in the mud underneath my old
The
man's boat.
visibility must be like crap as well too.
Like this,
Yeah.
right? And I'm like this, trying to take this thing apart. I finally take it apart, and as I do, there's a little fish right in front of me. And I'm like, "Oh, hi, little fishy." And then I'm like, "This is so cool." Then I start looking around, and I'm like, "Holy mackerel! There's a shopping cart over there. Oh, there's a fish over
Dead
there."
body with some concrete slippers over there.
It wasn't horrible, but it was like a canal in New York. It was like there was things in the water. People throw stuff in the water. I used to throw stuff in the water, but nothing that I would do today. Like I probably wouldn't go in that water today, but that was what we did back then. And then from then it was over. It was absolutely over. I
Star is
would,
born. Yeah, sure.
That's
Mom, I'm
so
sorry. I
cool.
would cut school to go and dive in the canals in New York. Steal the gear. Yeah, no, it's so bad.
And the
Yeah.
water must have been so cold too. So no wetsuit or no?
Yeah, no wetsuit. I didn't have that kind of money. Who has that kind of money?
Gosh, that is
Like,
but what a crazy way to find your passion.
right? 100%. Yeah.
I love that. And you wouldn't even know what that thing looked like going onto the boat because you'd never seen it before. So you were like literally just in the blind, in the dark, and then realized that that was actually your light.
Yeah. And then here I'm doing this for the rest of my, for the rest of my life. And it's all led to everything that I'm doing today.
Wow, that is like that is just and obviously diving today is very different. My dad and I have been diving together before, there's nothing like being under the water. There's
Nothing,
nothing like it. Yeah. It's
nothing. Absolutely.
incredible. So, which leads me to so you were in the Navy for 28 years and then you come out and you get into academia. How does that transition, right? Obviously you were very, what do you call it? What was the word you used about being smart and with the ocean? It was
Article.
yes,
Yeah.
Smarticle, yes, Smarticle. So obviously like you have a very good sense of either, nautical world and everything like that. So how do you transition from the education that you got in the Navy to getting into working at one of the biggest universities in Florida?
So I was, yeah. Oh, wow. I was sitting at Admiral Ed Winter's house, and Admiral McCraven was there, and I'm moving Ed out of his house because Ed's an old friend of mine, and he's retiring, and I'm moving him out of the house, and it's so the moving crew was, uh, Admiral Winters, 2-star Navy Admiral, Navy SEAL, Admiral Bill McCraven, 4-star Navy SEAL, and a 3-star general named Bradley. So Bradley Hiles, but so 3-star, a 4-star, and a 2-star, and then Joe. So who do you think's doing all the lifting, right? So we're all sitting there and just kibitzing, right? Because this is what we do when we move stuff. And Admiral McCraven goes, "Hey, so Aquanaut, what are you going to be when you grow up?" And I was like, "I don't know." And he's like, "Wow, why don't you come back and work with me?" Like, no, 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 no. I'm done on that. I did 28 years. I'm done.
Yeah.
He's like, "No, really. I could use your help on the preservation of the force in the family. We're losing 22 a day to suicide, and Congress is beating me up." Now, I'm condensing a really
Sure.
Sure, yeah.
long story short. I said, yes, I'll help on the preservation of the force and family. I volunteered, and I sat on that for about 6, 7 months. And I went back and I said, something is broken here. We are talking to our veterans and it's not working. And the words from my Admiral friend were very clear: permission granted, Aquanaut, fix the problem. And I went, shit. Right? Now, like, you got no excuse, right?
Now
He
you
just
own it.
Yeah.
now you own it, right? Like,
Yeah.
fix the problem. If you don't like the way we're doing it, fix it.
Right.
So
And
I
did
went
you
back to
say that,
school
I'm sorry, I just want to confirm, you said that the statistics show that 22 service men and women were losing their lives to suicide a day?
a day, a day. That number is purportedly higher right now. We are losing veterans on a daily. I mean, I am frankly, and I told all my friends, I said, I am tired of collecting death cards, right? Because you get the
Yeah.
mass card from yeah. So I told them, I said, I'm tired of collecting death cards. I'm not coming. And they said, what? That's cruel. And I'm like, it's cruel for you to take your life and for me to have to sit here without you. Like, this is hard for everybody, guys.
Yeah.
Cut it out. Like, this is not the solution. If you need me, call me. Pick up the phone. I promise you I will answer. I would rather sit with you and cry all night long over whatever we did that was stupid back in the day than to have to sit at your funeral or to carry your casket. I'm over it. Right.
Yeah.
So I went back and I got a PhD in biomedical engineering, and I tried to fix traumatic brain injury, and I've been trying to fix it ever since. And it's one of those things. And the funny part, you asked when my epiphany was, and I'd say that the start of my journey was I was doing my research here on West Shore Boulevard, and I'm at West Shore and 275 right now.
Know the
And if
area.
you keep
Sure.
going south, you get to the mall,
Yeah. We
West
both,
Shore Mall.
yeah, we know exactly where that is. Yeah.
Right at the West Shore Mall, coming out of that light, I was coming out from the Firestone in my 1947 Chevy. I had just brought it into them just to look at it. It was 9 o'clock in the morning. Stopped at the light. Light turned green. I went. I drove. 9:30. I got T-bone. Okay. Now I'm a TBI researcher. My head goes like this,
Oof.
Oh,
like this, I got an 8 millimeter hemorrhagic stroke, prefrontal cortex, left side, and I am unconscious in a 47 Chevy with shaved door handles. They couldn't get me out. Toast. I'm toast. I wake up in the back of the ambulance. No joke. On the way to the hospital. I'm like, who are you? Where am I? What the hell's going on? And she's like, you don't remember anything? You've been talking to me for like 20 minutes. And I'm like, all right, now you're freaking me out. What happened? So I get to the hospital. I'm badly off. You know, they send me up to the ICU 2 days, and then 5 days longer I'm in the hospital. So I got a pretty bad TBI. Because why? God said, Joe, make a right. And I said, no, 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 I got it. I'm researching this way. He said, Joe, make a right. And I said, I got it. And then he hit me with a 6,000-pound SUV and said, I told you to make a right. Now you're going to have to fix it on your own. So I had to fix my own head. That's how I stumbled upon the cure for traumatic brain injury, because he gave me the lesson I needed